To show you now that God, He allows you and I to be broken. He allows us to be broken. God allows circumstances. God allows situation. God allows sin. God takes His word and He uses those things to crush us, not to destroy us, but to draw us nearer to Him. And when we take advantage of that, get back on the track that God has for us, we live a life with no regrets. You know why God allows you to be broken? Because He wants pleasure out of your life. See, let me ask you a question. What does God get out of your life? Because if all you do is you go to work, you make your money, you pay your bills, you take care of your family, you riding good, you living good, you dressing well. But what kind of pleasure does God get out of your life? Because everything you do is for you. What pleasure does God get? Well, I take care of my family. I know some sinners do that. And they don't serve God. So what does God get out of your life? I ask rich people all the time, what does God get out of you being rich? What difference, what impact have you made in the kingdom? What does God get out of you being rich? I know what you drive, I know where you live, I know you dress well, I know you have this. What does God get out of your millions? Because God knows how to give you a word that can restore your joy and bring you gladness again. And see, here's the thing. And the world and everybody else who knew how hurt you were, they looking at you like there's something wrong with you. I can't believe you're going to be faithful to that church too after what the last church did. You ain't learned your lesson yet. No, baby, God just gave me joy. He gave me gladness again, and I still owe Him. A lot of you sitting in here, you have lost your joy. It's not what happened, it's what you let happen take away from you. It took your joy. Folks, I'm telling you, if you can get your joy back, you can get your strength back. Why? Because the joy of the Lord, it is your strength. You gotta get your joy back. If I was in the Baptist church, I said like this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, and the world can't take it away. Baby, I don't care what happens in your life. Don't you let it get your joy. It may get your man, it may get your wife, it may get your job, it may get your money, but don't you let it get your joy, because your joy is God's strength for you. You got to hold on to your joy. Yeah, they took the car. Yeah, they took the house. They took this, they took that. But baby, I got something they can't take. And that's my joy. You got to hold on to your joy. You got to keep praising God. Hold on to your joy. Some of you that are sitting in here today because of a bad experience, you've made a decision that you don't want anything else to do with marriage. You'll never marry anybody else. Why? Because you haven't heard a word yet from God that'll bring you joy and that'll bring you gladness. So therefore, that area is just broke. He said, I was faithful on the job. I was committed to the company. I've been with the company 17 years, and they just gonna let me go? And you made a decision that you don't want to work again. I never give my commitment to another company after what the last company did to me. So God needs to give you a word that'll bring you some joy and that'll bring you some gladness, so you can be happy all over again about having another job. He said, create in me a clean heart and renew a right spirit I want to get my spirit right, a right spirit with him. Cast me not away from thy presence, and take not thy Holy Spirit away from me. Restore unto me the joy of my salvation. See, that's what he needed to get back, the joy of his salvation. And I'm here to tell you today, what you got to get back, baby, is the joy of your salvation. Don't worry about trying to get the man back. See, we've been going after the man, after the woman, after the job, after the money. You need to be running after your joy. You got to get your joy back. You got to get your joy back. So in that moment, when that situation and that circumstance came, instead of you running after joy, you start running after another job. And you never dealt with the brokenness in your life. You never dealt with those areas of your life where God was trying to crush you, trying to get some stuff out of you. You just start running after another job, another man, another woman, some more money. You need to be going after your joy. Why? Because the joy of the Lord, that's your strength. Fought the bear and I beat him. I fought the lion and beat him. Watch what he said. Never fought a giant before, but the same God. You don't hear what I'm saying. The same God. The same God that brought me through that gonna get me through this. The same God that delivered me then, he's gonna deliver me now. I got the same God. It may not be the same situation, but I'm keeping the same God. When I realized that I really could have been dead. But I realize now he was in that room with me. When I realized that he only allows what you can handle. Folks, that's the faithfulness of God. That he only allows what you can handle. So don't be sad about what happened. Rejoice about what didn't happen. I guarantee you, the devil been wanting to take you out. But the stuff that would have took you out, God wouldn't let him do that. Because God know you couldn't handle that. But God looked at some stuff, and what God saw you could handle, he told him, go on do that. He can handle that. Go on do it. He can handle it. He gonna be all right. He gonna be upset for a while. He gonna be depressed for a while. But they gonna be all right. They gonna be all right. And you gotta know today, you gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. Why? Because God ain't gonna let nothing happen to me I cannot handle.
Stop by CPM Bookstore and pick up your copy today. Copy today. Copy today. Copy today.